playoffs on this situation.
Where is Ja?
Yeah, I need to make sense of this. And then I was like,
On
oh my
Ja?
god, I felt really old. I was like, was Endo even alive in 2001?
Yeah, kind
In
of.
2010?
2001?
Yeah, you know, 9/11, 2010.
Hey, listen.
Never forget.
Reminds me of that terrible tragedy.
All right,
Oh, man.
let's see. It's September 11th, 2010. Anything interesting happen on that day?
There was a
Florida
memorial
man
for a
leaves
horrible
Galatic
tragedy.
out
Wikipedia?
there alive.
Yeah, Florida, guarantee Florida man
Mhm.
would be a thing. Oh, Jesus, Saturday, September 11th, 2010.
What's my favorite fighter plane of all time? What? It's like 3.
Let's see. Well, I'll tell you, nothing great happened.
Yeah.
September 11th, 2010. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Tougies Take podcast. We'll see how much of that we leave in. We are back again, us, the guys, the fellows. Thankfully, feeling much better. Endo Mills is back here with us. Endo, good to see you.
Hi, I'm green.
And of course, Mr. Sinsky for the Winsky here as well. Sin, how are you?
Oh yeah, I'm just big old ball of love, big old EASHL enjoyer here.
If there's anything that can be said about us, it's that we love World of Chell. Just the name. Just
World of challenged hockey.
Oh, it's a challenge to play that version of hockey, let me tell you. It is a challenge.
In 2 ways of the word.
Sure.
We have to take
With
that out.
that-
Fuck them.
Nope, we'll leave it in. There we go. Endo Mills officially canceled. With that, yeah, we are back to talk about actual hockey aside from, well, no, let's be honest, it's actual hockey because, Sin, I don't know if you noticed, but the NHL like to pretend that the Sharks games in Prague never happened. They had those 2 instances, like the Rangers Lightning game on Tuesday, where the refs were mic'd up and they were basically like, here's the official start of the NHL season, puck drop. Apparently those 2 Sharks games never happened, so you don't have 2 losses on the year yet.
Damn it. So we have to work extra hard to get Bedard.
There it is. Hashtag it.
Oh boy.
We are going to talk about everything that's happened in the world of hockey the past couple of days. We'll get into your viewer questions here rather quickly. Before that, though, as always, need to mention that this podcast is brought to you by the lovely people at Manscaped. You can get 20% off your order and free shipping when you use code Tougie at checkout at manscaped.com. Manscaped, your #1 destination for everything related, of course, to male grooming in general. Let's not behold it to just the men. Everybody can enjoy circular deodorant. I was waiting for Endo Mills. He's looking for it.
And the loose skin.
I know where it is.
Trimmer. It's fantastic.
It puts your mind at ease, and that's what you need.
I mean,
in
a
certain
little bit.
regards.
It's still sharp shit around your bits. Like let's call it.
But if you're gonna trust, if you're gonna trust anyone with sharp shit around your bits, let it be Manscaped. Go Tougie at checkout, 20% off and free shipping. Hashtag.
He does this for the 5 people who watch us on YouTube and
Circular.
70 something,
70
70 to 100
average
something.
80.
Yeah, but we all know it's still only 5 people. They're just committed.
They just keep rewatching.
They just have us on loop.
They just tab out anyway, so.
And we thank that. Right? How many people are actually like? They do for the most part. Just probably tab out of it, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh,
Let's do it now. Let's just ask them. Like, if you're actually watching us and not just like tabbing out, like drop a like.
Yeah,
leave a comment. Subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit that bell, bitches. Yeah.
For another upload that's like 2 days behind. Tougie State podcast. Consistency? What?
I mean, consistently inconsistent. We are the EA Sports of podcasting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Topical.
I don't like that. But
I
very
know, I'd like to
topical
think.
indeed.
Manscaped.com. Go to Thank you to them. Thank you to you. Let's get to some viewer questions here. Again, as always, the link to the Discord's in the description. You can leave a question, a random question like these people did. Good Lord. First one is from Scroopy Noopers. What is your favorite fighter plane of all time? How many fighter planes are there? And it's going to be the Red Baron, even though that's a dude, but the plane, because it reminds me of pizza.
What?
Next question.
Red,
How does it
I know
remind you
it.
of
I
pizza?
get the reference. I understand this reference. My
Okay.
favorite fighter plane. P-51 Cadillac of the sky. Shout out to Christian Bale. To Kid Christian Bale. I don't know. I don't fucking
It's
watch
Kid
six.
Christian, y'all. Well, Endo, can you somehow come up with an answer for this? I'm intrigued.
Okay, so my actual answer is the Avro Arrow. So this was a canceled. I actually know a lot about this because Canadian history, they shove it down your throat. Look at this one thing we had, and then the government was like, "Hey, this is too much. We're gonna replace it with like an air to sea like nuclear like explosive instead." So the Avro Arrow was
This
like
plane's too much. Let's get a nuclear explosive.
yeah. So the Avro Arrow was like this revolutionary air flight, like obviously because it's a fucking plane. Flight like plane that was supposed to be revolutionary. It was supposed to hit like Mach 2 back in the 1950s, which was like unheard of at the time. It was like as fast as like the fastest commercial airline was the Commodore, and it was awesome. It looked really cool. They had like concept things of it, but then one day the government just went, "Yeah, fuck it, let's get some bombs instead," and just tore down the whole thing. It would have pushed aviation like tenfold completely.
There's your history lesson with Endo Mills. I respect it. I want to
Oh,
say my
yeah.
second choice would have been the fighter jet in Battlefield 4. That's my second favorite fighter plane of all time.
I like the
There you
one
go.
that the U.S. government mothballed after spending trillions on. It's my favorite.
I feel like that
Yeah.
could apply for a lot of things.
Yeah. We're like, oh, are you still talking fighter planes here?
Well, speaking of fighter jets, from Tomas, would you rather be a fighter jet, a submarine, or a race car? Assume car rules where you're a sentient creature and can exist otherwise. What the fuck?
What Cars
what?
rules are you talking about? And what you? Oh, are you talking? Oh, is he talking Pixar? Oh,
Are we talking like they're
okay.
like
just fucking
Transformers,
Cars
right?
rules. I'm like, what car rules say that you could be sentient as a car?
Fucking
Okay.
Elon Musk sucks.
you ever
So
watch
in, like-
Bumblebee?
So in like a Disney Pixar universe, would you rather be a submarine, a fighter jet, or a race car? Now, here's
You
how
wanna be
I
in the
look at this
Cars
question.
universe.
Here's how I look at this question. What would your enemy be? Because that's the problem, right? Especially if we're talking like 80s, 90s, or earlier animation where the fucking villainous, were the villainous protagonists, the antagonist,
Big motor.
were actually scary. Well, no, like did you ever see like Oliver and Company?
No.
I watched
Great
Herbie
fucking
Fully
movie.
Loaded once.
Great fucking movie. Like the antagonist in that film, fucking scary for small kids. I feel like, you had moments even like, Little Mermaid with Ursula back in the day. Be some scary shit for little kids. So if it's a Cars universe, what the hell would the enemy be for a submarine? Would it be a fucking battleship?
Landmark.
Would it be a fucking shark? Like
A mine in the ocean. That's it.
a literal floating minefield. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, for like a jet, who knows? For a car, I mean, it would be Paul Walker.
Anti-air, and then the other one's just a towing company.
Fuck
A
whatever
towing
you have to
company.
say, Endo. I'm still laughing. What Tougie said. Holy shit. I don't know. I'd be a fighter jet because I want to fly. What's my enemy up there? Other fighter jets. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So you'd just be living Top Gun.
So the way I see this is like, do you want to fly? Do you want to be like amphibious, or not even amphibious? Do you want to live in the water, or do you want to, be stuck in traffic all the time?
I mean, you live in California. This is kind of biased on like one favor not being
Right.
picked.
It's like,
so.
cool, you can be a race car. Awesome. Are you going to be stuck making left-hand turns, or are you going to be stuck in traffic? Those
Dude,
are
I
your
live in
fucking
Maine.
options.
I'm gonna be rusted out within 3 years.
Oh
The
man,
fucking weather here, so definitely not a car.
We are still
your
talking
biggest
about the
enemy is
question, right? No.
gridlock.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ah. This is revenge for Ishel last night, isn't it? Oh God. Let's go fighter jet. Now see, is this in an expanded universe? So it's like if I pick submarine, can I be friends with like Sebastian from The Little Mermaid and every other like water-based animated film? Because it's car, it's car
You
rules.
said the car's
right?
rules, but I didn't say anything about the universe. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I just give a general answer, and if I overthink it, my brain breaks,
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
and I can't do the rest of the podcast.
Endo, did you give a final answer? Did I miss it?
No. Fucking hell. I don't know. I need a tank. Fucking. I just run people over. Fucking hell. Just whatever. I don't care. Fuck you.
Yeah, we
It's
got
my
two
day.
military vehicles and then a civilian vehicle. It seems like a bit of a weighted question. So Endo can be a tank. There we go. We've covered all the three branches of the military. Don't ask, don't tell.
Our next question comes from RG Dust. It's a bit of a loaded one, so we'll answer it the way we fucking want to. Best sports movie or show from each of the major sports in North America.
North American.
North American, yes. Well, I wasn't going to call him out on the typo, but you can.
Yeah. I'm an asshole.
Favorite, let's start off with football, the gridiron. Favorite movie or show that's football related?
Remember the Titans. 100% every time.
That's tough to that is tough to pick against. Damn. God, best football movie. Jesus, or show. I mean, you didn't like Concussion with Will Smith? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I think I've seen it once, but I barely remember it. I just remember that terrible African accent.
Yeah. God, I'm gonna go with the Friday Night Lights movie from 2004 for football. I like that one. I've never seen the show, but I like the movie that it was based on. Billy Bob Thornton in it.
Oh yes, yeah, I saw that in theaters. I remember. And then the dad that beats the shit out of his kid all the time.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay, I was just making sure I had the right one. Okay, so I don't know.
The best baseball. The best baseball movie or show of all time.
This is so tough because I'm torn. Oh shit, I'm torn between two. I gotta go Sandlot though, even though Rookie of the Year is awesome. Sandlot is
Yeah, it's a tough one, but it's got to be Major League for me. I mean,
I'll be real with y'all. I barely watch sports movies. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think for baseball it'd probably be Sandlot. Favorite winter sport? I don't give a fuck. We're just jumping it.
No,
if it's not Cool Runnings, then fuck you. If it's not Cool Runnings, then fuck all of you.
What's your favorite basketball movie? White Man Can't Jump.
It was like Mike, but that works too.
Oh, fair.
Dude, when I was younger, I had my braids in, like I just full braided up, like cornrows. People thought I was fucking Little Bow Wow.
Wow.
And I'm not sure it's because I was in like a white neighborhood
in Toronto or what? I thought.
Well, my neighborhood was predominantly white, so. White, Asian. There's maybe like 3 black people, and we were all friends.
The only black people from Toronto.
You know what's funny? My mom actually knows Drake's mom. Hard flex. I don't fucking know, but like whatever.
Impressive.
Best
Yeah.
basketball movie is Coach Carter, hands down.
That one I haven't seen
Ow.
either. I have to watch that.
It's a good one, man. It's,
Shit, I'm trying to think. I thought there was one I was.
Samuel L. Jackson at his best.
Oh yeah.
You have one, Endo? You can go, because I'm still thinking.
I said like Mike
Oh,
for
right.
basketball. Yeah,
Shit, man.
that's a good one. And the Raptors go up and they eat his shoes. They cut him up.
I don't
You
know. I guess
remember
I just
that?
go Space Jam because I can't think of another one.
Fair enough.
The
And
new one or the old one?
Yeah, right. Has anyone here seen the
have
LeBron
not
James version of
seen-
Space
no,
Jam?
I have no desire to see that.
Don't.
I wasn't
Don't
going
save
to.
your time.
Good. Don't.
Oh, actually, they said shows. They said shows too.
Yes.
Fucking the. No, I forgot the name of it. The HBO thing that was on Jordan. Everyone knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, The Last Dance.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you. And I took that personally. All right. That was
Fuck them kids.
fantastic.
It was.
That was such a good doc.
I am trying to avoid documentaries for my choices. Like, I don't know, because shows, I mean, documentaries count, but I view shows. I view shows as like a Friday Night Lights or
that's fair.
like Hard Knocks or something for the NFL side of things. I would use as an answer.
Fair. Yeah,
but
fair. Okay.
yeah, documentaries are a bit.
Space Jam. Then. Okay.
Yeah, they're in their own kind of conversation, which brings us to the best or favorite hockey movie or show. I mean, it's Miracle. There are some amazing, options here. It's Miracle. Kurt Russell, baby. It's Miracle. Endo. Your favorite hockey movie or show?
I'm gonna go recent and say Letterkenny. Letterkenny / Shoresy.
I'll allow it. I have not seen an episode of Shoresy, I'll be honest.
Oh, it's fucking
I have
hilarious.
not seen an episode of either of those shows.
Oh my god.
Don't say that too loudly when you come here. That'll get you shot.
Okay.
I'll get you fucking put in the casket. Oh boy.
Oh. Yeah, it's hard to go against Miracle, but I'm gonna say D3.
Fair. Ooh, D3, huh?
Yeah, D3. I think that was the best one because it was still goofy as shit, but at the same time it was like it was nice. It was like a coming of age, hey, learn how to play real fucking hockey, you nerds type of movie. You know, like hard work shit.
Quit struggling to beat Iceland, you dicks. We're taking this seriously now.
Yeah, let's beat the varsity team at this school just by fucking playing good defense, baby.
Of course, your favorite would be something that involves people playing good defense.
Yeah, I don't
John
fucking get to
Tortorella
see
of
that
this
too often, do I?
Do we have a team identity? Nope. John Tortorella of this podcast. And our final question, still movie related. I don't know how this worked out with Jet Fighter movie. From Hawks, the most underrated movie franchise of all time.
That's so
Halloween
tough.
Town. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Franchise. So it has to be a franchise of movies. Man.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. If it has a franchise, can it be underrated? You know? If it was popular enough to generate a series of movies, is it really that underrated?
Gremlins, because apparently that's coming back again.
Oh, why?
I don't know why. Like, apparently, like at Comic-Con this year at New York, there was a fuck ton of Gremlins merch out of nowhere, and no one knew why. Apparently, it's coming back. Oh, they were in you know how Warner Brothers made that multiverses like Smash clone kind of game?
No.
Okay. Basically, they made a Smash clone that has like a bunch of like Warner Brothers properties in it. And the Gremlins are put into the game, and I guess they're having a big comeback.
So here's my point. Here's my point proven. I went to a site. I typed in most underrated franchises. Corneroffilm.com. The 10 most underrated movie franchises. Number 8 is Indiana Jones.
Huh?
Number 7 is Rocky. Do you know what underrated means?
You have a fucking
Holy
statue for a fictional
shit.
character in fucking Philadelphia. That's not underrated. That's fucking overrated.
What the fuck?
They treat him like the Pope over there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. What an underrated franchise. Like,
Yeah.
what?
It's hard.
Like, just
I'm just gonna
if
say
it's
Lord of the Rings because it's a cinematic masterpiece that ages incredibly well.
Yeah.
And
the most underrated franchise, the Star Wars prequels. There you go. Fucking Misa gonna call this a fucking dumb question, Hawks. Love you.
oh, Lisa got bumped.
Of course, you'd have a good fucking Jar Jar too. Jesus.
Hey,
One
I
of
really
these
like the Jar Jar.
episodes is just going to be Sin and Endo trying to go back and forth doing as many impressions as possible and seeing how long the viewer retention and the listener retention is.
I mean, like, our
good.
favorite moment, apparently, from everyone was when we did the fucking Freedom Convoy Wet Dream with Crash.
Oh
People
my god, I
loved that.
forgot about that.
Yeah, people loved that.
That was
Oh, shit.
that was the time. That was the time. Thank you everybody for your questions as always. My god, we never know where the hell that segment's going to go, but always a fun way to start
Thanks
off
for the attempt.
the show.
You
Yeah,
nerds.
Hawks, how dare you? Hawks specifically.
Fuck you.
If you were a fighter jet in the Cars universe,
I would fucking blow your ass out of the
how
sky.
many innocent Lamborghinis would you murder?
7.
As long as it's not my Lambo.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. That kills me every time.
So speaking of ridiculous things, boys, how much hockey did you watch over the past couple of days? And did you, granted, this might not be specifically applicable for Endo because I think it was more of an ESPN TNT thing, but did you enjoy the moving, interactive digital ads on the boards? Boys,
I saw
we live
that
in
shit.
the future.
Fucking
That
hate
sounds
it.
horrible. I feel like that would be very, very jarring to the eyes.
Oh, it's
I couldn't get a
it's
stream
ridiculously bad.
a stream for any of the Sharks games when they were in Czechia, so I didn't get to watch those. That's fine. Apparently, didn't need to.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, no one listening to this, I would expect they're anticipating a different answer. It's brutal. In terms of the idea of them stopping, no, there's way too much money to be made. Way too much money. And allow me, Sin, to get you a great. So basically, like, there's no motion blur on the ads. So it's a bit jarring because here's the fast moving play, and then here's just the static digital advertisement overlaid on top of the ads that are actually there for people in the arena. There was also an example that I just sent you on Twitter of the Oilers game in which these ads started to spaz out, and it wasn't the only example of the ads spazzing out at some point. But again, no matter how bad this ends up looking, no matter how much they glitch out, there's way too much money to be made here. They are going to find a way to make it work as opposed to ditching the idea entirely. Much like jersey ads and a bunch of other changes, people might not like all that much over the past little bit. The NHL's attitude is going to be, get used to it because it's not going anywhere. We can make money.
Yep.
Like, I don't know
You
if
want
you saw
higher
what
contracts? Yeah. You want more money for the players?
I don't know if you saw like what the Florida Panthers jersey looked like. They have the team sponsor ad over here. They have the C on the other side of it, and then right next to the C is the All-Star patch. Fucking looks terrible.
Holy shit.
Yeah, in terms of a nice, ad-free experience in any regard, yeah, those days are gone. Hate to tell you. And no matter how shitty it looks, if there can be money, there's money to be made. They're gonna make it.
Yeah,
it's what it
that's
is.
just the way of the world. Yeah.
That aside, because I mean, again, like I know some people are like, "Oh man, Tougie, you just gonna like rail on these boards and these advertisement?" No, I've admitted defeat already. I don't think there's any amount of pushback from fans that
God,
can stop the
I
progress that
just
they're
looked at
looking to make.
their. I just looked at their practice jerseys. And they look fucking terrible. I'm gonna share this in the group chat with us because this looks fucking god awful.
Who is this
Oof.
for?
So
For
like
the Panthers?
every team has adopted like the circle, like, and then the logo in the middle, and then on the
Yeah.
on the round the circle it says like the team name and everything. So the Florida Panthers have that with their crest, and it looks fucking garbage. Take a
Well, it's a
look. It's in the
shame
group
they'll
chat.
never wear their practice jerseys in the game.
Yeah, I was
It
like,
does
what's
look pretty
that?
bad though.
It
I
looks
don't even
fucking
see it.
terrible.
Oh, there it is.
Graphic design is their passion, and let's hope we remember to put that up on the
Oh, I
video
see.
portion
Yeah, that's a very
for the
awkward thing,
for the
but
7 people.
Florida Panthers.
Yeah, the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, the Florida Panthers. Yeah, I don't know. They're
Everyone's
practice
favorite
jerseys.
Florida team. So
Why the fuck they
nice.
got ads on practice jerseys? Who's gonna see that?
Yeah, they've always had ads on practice jerseys.
Huh.
Yeah,
You know, just for those lovely local photographers, basically.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
I mean,
That said, a couple of other like actual talking points before we get into some of the games that happened over the past couple days. Travis Sanheim has re-signed in Philadelphia. It is a $6.25 million per for 8-year deal. 8 years, $6.25 million starting next year. A contract that is directly comparable to what Mackenzie Weegar just signed in Calgary. And in both instances, both contracts are great because they're great players. I am shocked that Philadelphia actually did something smart.
Yeah. Good for them.
The most impressive thing about Travis Sanheim from an analytical perspective is that his numbers still looked good despite playing a lot of time with Rasmus Ristolainen last season. And I can think of no better compliment.
No, it's great. I mean, Ristolainen does nothing but hit. He's kind of bad with the puck. He had some offensive skill, but like yeah, he doesn't use it like
But have you
properly.
considered big and Viking looking?
I have considered that, and I like it. He looks dope, but I wouldn't pay him.
I'd want him on the battlefield with me, not on the ice.
Yeah.
Who decided to put ice skates on this man?
Yeah, put him on his hands so he can slay the enemies.
Fair enough. Another interesting contract. Someone who looks good from an analytical perspective, but doesn't quite have the same sample size. The Buffalo Sabres re-signed defenseman Matthias Samuelsson. Starts next year, 7 years, $4.3 million. As of today, he has 55 NHL games played.
That's a lot. Like the term, it's good. It's good for him. It could be good for the team, but man, that's good for him. Unless he's a top 4, unless he's a 4 or 5 guy. That's bad. Like for the
This
team.
is one of those like big time risks from the Sabres and Kevin Adams, and it's like, okay, if this works, kind of like you were saying, if this works, then damn.
Mm-hmm.
If this doesn't work, then damn,
Yeah.
because that won't be the easiest contract to trade. I mean, 4 million isn't the largest chunk of change, but at the same time, everyone's like, oh, well, the cap will go up. And as we have learned over the past couple of years, there is never a guarantee that the cap is going to go up. So I'm intrigued. I do think he's a relatively strong player, but again, only 55 games worth of a sample size. That is a lot to bet on.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, the Boston Bruins signed Anton Strawman to a 1-year, $1 million deal.
I forgot
Successful PTO. Yeah, well, you forgot he was a thing because he's been playing in Arizona.
Oh, there you go.
But
See, I was like, man, yeah, I was like, what happened to Strawman? I'm surprised he gets a mill. Why don't they just give League Min if he's a PTO?
I don't know. Like he's he's fine. They could afford to do it, but it's a very Don Sweeney thing of more defense. Let's
Yeah.
do it. More defense. Not that like, hey, Pavel Zacha isn't here now and David Krejci was brought back, but it is just a very Don thing to do of all of the defense.
Yeah.
He will he, he will never surrender goals again because you're allowed to ice 9 different defensemen on the ice at the same time, right? That's how that works. Jesus. But hey, the Bruins are undefeated so far this season. So what am I complaining about?
You need
Mm-hmm.
4 defensive pairings and 3 lines, man. It's the new meta.
2 lines, baby. Let's go. Who needs the third and fourth line? More defense. Don Sweeney might be the
20-second
first
shifts.
NHL GM in history to actually send out a line. 3 forwards, 2 defensemen that are all just actually defensemen. I wouldn't be surprised.
That was, oh man, remember back in the day, the Blues were like one of the first teams to bring out the 5 forward power play. When that was when Oshie was still a Blue. Because he was on the point, and I remember he just got absolutely smoked, and they scored a shorty against him.
Maybe one defenseman. One defenseman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then that became the new meta. I was like, okay, let's have one actual defenseman out there. Like, yeah, we should probably do that.
Have a bit of a safety net here.
Yeah, someone who can fucking skate backwards.
Damn forwards don't know how to skate backwards. This is bullshit. Couple of retirements as well. Andy Green, 39 years old, about to turn 40 actually later on at the end of the month. Signs a 1-year deal to retire as a Devil, where he spent all but we'll say 2.5 seasons, a little bit less than 2.5 seasons as a Devil, and was their captain for 5 years as well. Ended his career with the Islanders. He and Zdeno Chara on that same Islanders team for the had to have been one of the oldest averaged aged defense cores in NHL history, or at least in recent memory, with those two on the team. Very, very solid career is the best way to sum it up. I don't think there'll be too many like Hockey Hall of Fame conversations. A surprising lack of hardware in his trophy cabinet, but it's a really solid NHL player. And not too many guys have that durability to play until age 39.
Yeah.
But a really strong career for Andy Green.
And he's very under the radar, too. Very under the radar.
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure, like, who stands out from the Devils in the past 10 years? Like, he went to the Cup final with them once. But it's like you think about those Devils teams, and unless, unless you followed those teams.
Yeah, I don't remember shit. I remember Steve Bernier because he took the fiver.
Yeah,
and he was an old shark.
So their teams are those kind of guys where it's like, oh yeah, him. I mean, obviously that Kovalchuk was there.
Zajac is like the mainstay.
Zajac, Parise, Henrique, Zubris, Ponikarovsky. And then obviously guys like Eliash, Peter Sikora.
Yeah, but was Eliash within the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, okay.
But it's like you look at who else played on defense, and it's like, here's Marek Zidlichky, Mark Fane. Gomez was more than 10 years ago because we're old as shit.
Shit.
I know.
What about Giunta? Was he also?
God, I don't know. That might have even been. When was the last time Brian Giunta was on the Devils? Was that over 10 years ago too? Are we
I don't know.
terribly
I remember
old?
Gomez went to New York. Giunta went to Canadians, or was that his?
Oh my God, yeah. So Brian Giunta's last season as a Devil was in 2008, 2009.
Whap, whap. Okay.
Fucking old.
All
Do
right,
you remember who Brian Giunta last played for in the NHL?
No, and I don't like this segment anymore, too. Yeah, I'd appreciate it if we didn't do this.
Endo?
Penton. Give me the division.
Ooh,
Your division.
My division?
Perhaps.
Joy division?
What?
No.
The
Who the
Division
fuck
video
started
game.
Division?
Oh
Jesus
wait, was it
Christ.
Boston? I have a feeling it was something
Yep.
stupid. Yeah,
Yeah.
like why was Gianta in Boston? He's tiny.
Ryan
Yeah.
Gianna went to the Olympics in 2018, played 5 games, had no points, and then played the last 20 games of the Bruins season with 7 points. Ryan Gianna, Boston Bruins legend. Never forget. You also have Kevin Bieksa. Like, this was a weird one because I don't know if you guys know this, but Kevin Bieksa signed a 1-year deal, or will sign a 1-year deal, a 1-day deal to retire as a Canuck.
Hmm.
Kevin Bieksa has not played in the NHL since 2018.
Yeah.
Why is this
Isn't he
just
like on
happening now?
LTIR?
Yeah, I don't know because like he spoke at
Ooh.
Luongo's like jersey retirement ceremony.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand this, Canucks fans. I feel like there's something that I'm missing. Let me know. He wasn't on LTIR. He hasn't had an active contract in the NHL for 4 years. What are we missing here? Why is Kevin Bieksa just now retiring off a 1-day contract with the Canucks?
He did the Superman punch on the Ducks, and that's what he's remembered.
That's his career highlight, right? Like Kevin Bieksa, known Superman puncher.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man. Like, that's what I think of when I think of Kevin Bieksa. I mean, aside from, being a part of those really strong Canucks teams, and of course the one that just fell short, but that's what I think of with Kevin Bieksa, is him just Superman punching people in the face. That's a good legacy to have.
Yeah. Especially on ice skates, it's difficult.
Punching someone in general on ice skates is difficult, let alone the active Superman punch.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to kind of talking about the action on the ice. No Superman punches, although there was a hell of a fight between Marcus Foligno and Ryan Reeves last night. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that, but search that out if you can. It's just two big meaty men slapping meat. Tuesday night, the NHL season. I know that Sin doesn't get that reference, which is the best part. Tuesday night, the NHL season, according to the NHL, officially began. Fuck you, Sharks. Fuck you, Prague.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
That's right. Challenge pissing. I don't know if we can make the episode title Challenge Pissing, but if we can, thank you for listening to this edition known as Challenge Pissing. But the Rangers beat the Lightning 3-1 in the NHL's officially unofficial season opener, apparently. Mika Zibanejad with 2 goals, where commentary said last year was really his year to kind of break out as a number 1 center. A reminder of what Mika Zibanejad has done recently. Let's go back. Okay. 2018-19, 74 points in 82 games with 30 goals. 1920, obviously the COVID shortened year, 75 points in 57 games. 2021, 50 points in 56 games. By the way, that COVID shortened season, he had 41 goals in 57 games. Last year, 81 points in 81 games. You know, that Mika Zibanejad just finally breaking out after last season. How does that happen? Like, he's one of the star players for the Rangers. How are you like, yeah, just last season? I'd be like, in 2013, Henrik Lundqvist really broke out as an elite level goaltender. Great to see it. I don't understand how that happened. But yeah, Zibanejad's dope as hell. And then Sid, I know you didn't see it because it's 2 teams that you're not a big fan of, but the Golden Knights beat the Kings 4-3 in one of the most aesthetically displeasing displays I've ever seen, as the Golden Knights, of course, were wearing their gold jerseys, and the Kings have their chrome silver helmets.
Oh, did the Knights not have their their gold helmets on? Their shiny.
I
helmets?
don't think they wanted chrome on chrome. It was a good thing they really considered the fans' eyeballs.
Yeah, that would have been horrible. But it's also
That
horrible
one.
that the Knights won, man. They're what are they, 2-0? That's bullshit.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They would shut out Chicago last night 1-0. I think it was a 25 save shutout for Logan Thompson. Although, if you shut out Chicago, did you really shut out an NHL team at all?
No, they only scored 1, so like they lost that game actually.
I don't disagree with that sentiment. I really don't. Yeah, Mark Stone scored the winner though in that first game with 26 seconds left because I think a lot of people forgot that Mark Stone's very good at hockey, and I can't wait to see where he plays next season once they trade him.
Wait till he fucks up. Wait till he.
I mean, did
Uh,
Pacioretty even fuck up or like?
no, they just needed money. And then they got
Yeah,
lucky that he got injured. Then all the Knights were like, see, he's injury prone. And I'm like, oh my god.
I like to pretend that Max Pacioretty did like the Ted Lasso of giving the team owners like fucking cookies every morning, and then just one day he forgot, and that's why they traded him. That's canon in my timeline, my history, and that's the most important thing. Vegas Golden Knights vindictive over biscuits. You heard it here first. On Wednesday, the Boston Bruins beat the Washington Capitals in both teams' first game of the year, 5-2. Because Bruins hockey is an amazing experience. Jake DeBrusk was injured, apparently not for all that long, but of course he was. But we saw the reuniting of David Pastrnak and the return to the NHL of David Krejci. A pairing that Bruce Cassidy didn't like to run with that often, which, you know, a lot of people viewed as like, oh, maybe this is the reason that certain things haven't happened, and maybe this is a good reason why Cassidy was let go of. Those two were amazing together. Absolutely amazing. I don't want to overlook Pavel Zacha, but the other two certainly stood out. David Pastrnak is a free agent at the end of the season.
Future Shark.
Dude, I called him the Aaron Judge of the NHL. Like Aaron Judge heading into this year for the Yankees, they offered him a big deal. He said, "Fuck you, I'm worth more." And then, according to Roger Maris's son, broke the all-time home run record. And now here's David Pastrnak, UFA, at the end of this deal, 26 years old,
Whew. Prime.
has 4 points in the season opener.
Prime.
Son of a bitch. How did you not get this guy signed before the season started? They are going to regret this. You have no negotiating power now to be like, hey, David, let's talk. He's going to be like, not unless you're offering me the high end.
Yeah.
And if you're David Pastrnak at this point, you know, yes, it's only one game, but holy shit, did you elevate your hype level and your notoriety in just one performance?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't he wait?
Yeah. I was just gonna say everyone knows who doesn't have a contract going into opening night, and when that person has a performance like Pasta did, everyone's already licking their chops for next offseason. Like they're just like, well, he's not gonna fucking sign. Like clearly, like look what he's doing. The team's not offering enough. I don't know what the Bruins are gonna do, man, because he is like their centerpiece. He's their next guy.
Ian
And if
McAvoy.
they don't, yeah, McAvoy's locked in.
Yes.
Right.
Also injured at the start of the year, unfortunately. But yes,
And
Charlie is signed.
Lindholm is locked in.
Boy, isn't he?
And yeah, you need to sign.
He scored
Pasta.
in that game, by the way.
Good on. Well, yeah. I mean, I never ever doubted his ability on the blue line. I think he's solid, but it's like, did you need him? Yeah, that's my only. Anyway, but yeah, you need pasta. You need pasta. I had it for lunch today. Fucking huge thing of angel hair. It was delicious.
The essential.
Sign the man.
The issue that I see is that, you know how Leafs fans for 4 years now have already been talking about when Austin Matthews leaves?
Yeah.
Leafs fans have? I thought it was just everyone besides Leafs fans.
Oh, no. A big section of the Leafs fan base is also panicking that he's going to be leaving. Like, the second he re-signed the deal, it became, oh, good, he's going to leave us when it's up.
Yep.
Like,
this... Yeah, because he gets walked into free agency.
Yeah, this Bruins season is going to be stressful as fuck.
Yeah, because you're going to watch that man do incredible things and be like, why doesn't he have a contract?
And he's not signed. You brought back Krejci and Bergeron for seemingly one last go-around because Bergeron, if you recall, didn't re-sign immediately. You know, we had to wait a month or two to get that news. So I'm very anxious about this season because it does seem like the last hurrah kind of year. could easily imagine this being, despite the fact that David Krejci looks like he never fucking missed a day in the NHL. This could very well be Krejci, Bergeron's last season. Pasta could walk at the end of it, and that's the era done. If that happens, like that's it. Like, yeah, you still have McAvoy, but you are no longer like the slam dunk competitive playoff team. Like,
Yeah.
you're in Buffalo's spot and would have to really fight the tide to not continue slipping and to fight your way back up to still being competitive. This is going to be a very, very fucking stressful year. If somehow, some way they do the thing, then fuck it. Who cares? Pasta, you want to walk for $12 million in free agency? Hey, thanks for it, buddy. But, there is a great chance that by this point next year on this show, we are going to be talking about the end of the Bruins' fantastic run that really began when Chara and Savard signed in free agency and is just now ending in 2022 of them being a contender. That is an incredible amount of time to be in that window. Like, let's be honest, the Bruins and Penguins windows have essentially coincided with one another at the same time. Both teams have been competitive now for almost 20 years in a fucking row. Both fan bases know the pain's coming. It's just for the Bruins, that core is a smidge older, so the pain's probably coming sooner. The Penguins have 3 cups to show for it. The Bruins only have 1, despite numerous finals appearances. Yeah, this is going to be my main talking point, I think, on the show this season. It's just the anxiety surrounding
It's fair.
where the Bruins go from here.
I know how that feels.
Yeah.
It sucks. Like you watch Thornton Marlowe together and you're like, yes, yeah, it's great. It's fucking, and then all of a sudden it's like that step back happens. And you're like, oh shit. But weirdly for us, like after their step back began to happen, that's when we made our cup appearance. But then when you lose that, it hurts that much more because like you're just like,
that was it.
Yeah, like that was it.
And honestly, that's what 2019 already feels like. Game 7 on your home ice, and you lose to St. Louis.
Yep.
It feels like that was it. We'll see, though. We'll see. Also on Wednesday, Carolina beat Columbus 4-1. Before the game, Canes president GM Dom Waddell mentioned this. 6 years ago, we had 4,500 season ticket members. We have almost 14,000 now.
Wow.
That's incredible. Like, that is an incredible recovery for that organization and for that fan base. And yes, obviously the largest part of that is they started to put together a winning team, and winning teams will see fans in the stands. But at the same time, like those are drastic numbers. Like, I wouldn't have thought the season ticket count in the mid 2010s was that low for the Hurricanes, given that it's a fan base that, yes, it was years before, but that had won a Stanley Cup in their time in the city.
Yeah, like in, was it 07, 08?
Yes. 06, 07, but I digress. Just
well, I was
be a hockey nerd.
I wasn't. Yeah, anyway. Fuck you.
Oh, actually, it wasn't even 06, 07. That was the Ducks. It was 05, 06. So there you go. I was wrong. We're both wrong. We can be wrong together.
No, that was the lockout.
No, 04, 05 was the lockout. 05, 06, they beat Edmonton.
I always know 05 was the lockout, but I forget it's the 05. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
The year it blends into that always gets you.
Yeah. But good for them. And now I hope he can stop trying to market that fucking team so hard. He's stroking himself off to this. Good for him. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's something about Don Waddell I don't like, and I haven't been able to put my finger on it, but it's like, it's how much I know he's behind all of their push to market themselves really heavily on social media.
Canes from the bunch of jerks and
to like needing a rival so bad that they're like trying to start fights on social media. And still like it comes mostly from knowing some Caps fans, and like, yeah, it's crazy how much Canes are trying to make a rivalry between us, and we just don't care. Like, you're not the Penguins. Like, are you kidding me? Like, and then like because who's the Canes' rival? They never have really had one, and it's crazy how much they want a rivalry, and it's just, it ain't coming. Like, it just isn't happening. It's weird.
I know
and they're
we have
trying to make it
Hurricanes
happen.
fans that listen to the show, and I'm intrigued to say, like, who would you say is your rival? And do you think
They
fans of
feel
the
the
other
same way.
team would feel the same way? Because what are you going to say, like, oh, Hurricanes fans, like you said, Caps fans don't view the Canes
Uh-uh,
as a rival.
not at all.
Um, I don't think Florida would feel that way. I don't think Tampa would feel that
No,
way because they're rivals with one another.
they're
I
such a
would say
little brother.
the
Like it's
closest
crazy.
thing that they have to a rivalry, I'd be honest, is Boston because of the amount of times we've met in the playoffs over the past couple of
Yeah.
years. And even then, I don't know if, like, I don't view Carolina as the biggest rival.
Yeah, like
You know,
you got
I don't even know who I
Montreal
feel
and
like.
Toronto. Like,
Montreal, Toronto, Tampa come to
yeah,
mind
that's it.
just as much as Carolina does. So, yeah, I'm intrigued to see what Canes fans
Interesting.
would say for that answer. Um, Unfortunate news for the Canes. Andre Kasha's out with another concussion.
Aw,
Um, Man, the guy's so good when he's healthy, but holy shit, he just can't stay healthy. We're not going to pretend to be doctors here on this one. Um, but you know,
dang,
you do start to
sucks.
get the sense as a fan of like
Still
this
got my
is not
Kasha.
his first.
Andre
Oh yeah,
Kasha
the
puck.
signed Kasha puck. I have one of those too. They're beautiful. Um, just one of those things where you're just rooting for the guy's, you know, future and his health
Yeah.
to be on point. If that
Yeah.
involves him still playing professional hockey, cool. If it doesn't, cool. There was an injury though out of this game as well. He scored his first of the season and now will miss 3 to 4 weeks. Patrick Laine out for the Columbus Blue Jackets with an arm injury, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Talk about, you know, like deflating the balloon for the Blue Jackets. It's like, yeah, we got Line A and Goodrow on the same line. Game 1, Line A ends up getting hurt.
And it's gone.
It's just cruel, man. Blue
Oh,
Jackets
I have
fans
them in
aren't allowed to
fantasy.
have much.
I have them in fantasy. I'm so fucked.
You got all those good goalies for fantasy, and then yeah, Patrick Laine gets hurt.
Well, I mean, they're wild card goalies, but I think they're gonna kick ass this season.
Also on Wednesday, the Montreal Canadiens beat the
Oh
Toronto
man.
Maple Leafs 4-3.
Oh, they got tripped fucking hard. They
What
got
is it about
yeah.
Montreal that Toronto just? I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's the
Just over the past
French.
couple years.
That's it. It's just French. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Just different style of hockey that they're not used to. They're not used to playing down to their opponent, I guess.
In this game, goal Caulfield with his first 2 of the season. Sean Monahan in the lineup, healthy at the start of the season on his birthday, gets his first as a Hab. Experience Marty St. Louis hockey, I guess. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
They also had a really good moment, really cool moment at the start of the game, pregame, where Carey Price got a hell of a standing ovation from Bell Center. No fan base in sports, and I said it on Twitter and I stand by it. No fan base in sports does a standing ovation like Habs fans. You know, you think back to like the passing of Guy Lafleur and, you know, a near like
Yeah.
20-minute standing ovation. It felt like no fan base can create a moment like that quite like Habs fans. And they won the game. So they have
Yeah.
that going for them.
Yeah. So why do Leafs hate Montreal so much? It's kind of bewildered me.
Well, I
I know
think
you
there's
like.
the rivalry inherently between like the two most important Canadian teams
Yeah.
on that side of things. Like if you want to completely disparage Edmonton and Calgary.
Yeah. I mean,
I just think like recently though, right? Like the Leafs lost that playoff series to Montreal once John
Yeah.
Tavares went down to injury. Like the Habs have somehow turned into a Toronto boogeyman, in which case you might need to say like boogeymen, because it feels like the Leafs have numerous teams that are
Yeah.
viewed that way
Yeah,
at this
at some
stage.
point you have to accept it's not boogeymen, it's just the fucking you don't have what it takes to get out of the first round yet. Whatever that may be.
Between the Bostons, the Montreals, the Tampas.
Yeah. I
Bit of
feel
a rough
bad
time.
for him about last season because that was a conference final matchup being played in the first round. That was
Yes. Yes, it was.
insane.
Yeah.
AJ also had a question in here that I dropped down a little bit further on. Is Arbor Jackeye going to turn into that next enforcer style goon that every fan base hates? He already has.
Yeah.
Who is this? What have I missed? I don't even know
So
that name.
he is the latest dude to kind of come out of the CHL that is just playing the most physical fucking hockey to try and stay on the team.
Yeah.
It's really the best way to sum him up. He was undrafted, if I'm not mistaken. Played for
I
the
don't think
Kitchener
so.
Rangers. Dude's fucking 6'4", 240. And is just a fucking rocket. He's basically the new Radko Gudas.
Oh, is it D-Man? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about him on the podcast before. He got suspended when he was playing in the OHL for fighting, and then like giving like a gesture, like a sleep gesture, I think it was afterwards.
Huh.
Yeah, Habs fans would love him, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I can look it
Yeah.
up. Hold on.
No, he's gonna be one of those guys for sure that if he plays for your team, awesome. He doesn't play for your team, fuck.
Hate him. Well, he's a lefty, so we know we won't ever be getting overpaid. So
Yeah, no big money for you, lefty.
yeah.
Learn how to shoot righty, and we'll talk about a big contract. There were 3 other games to take place on Wednesday, 2 of which not too many talking points. The Avs beat Chicago 5-2. Lehkonen and Chushkin both had 2 goals each for Colorado. The Ducks beat Seattle 5-4 in overtime in a pretty crazy game. For the Kraken, Matty Beniers got his first of the season. He's still very much in that Calder conversation heading into the year. And Troy Terry scored 2 goals, which is great because I was kind of worried Troy Terry season last year. It's like, okay, let's not have that be a little bit fluky. But 2 goals in the OT winner, pretty solid.
Yeah.
Brings us to Oilers Canucks. The Oilers win the game 5-3. Connor McDavid gets a fucking hat trick in the season opener because,
He's
of
so
course,
sick.
he does.
He's so
Brings
sick.
me to a couple of stat lines here for Connor. He became the 6th fastest player to reach 700 points in his career. He did it in 9 fewer games than Sidney Crosby.
Jesus.
With 488 games played, McDavid hit 700 points.
So
nuts. The only people to do it faster. Now, again, keep in mind 488 for McDavid. Yari Curry did it in 483. So he almost beat Yari Curry. Mike Bossy, RIP, did it in 469 games.
Nice.
Peter Stastny, 457. So McDavid was only 31 points slower than the third all-time, or 31 games, excuse me.
Damn.
Connor McDavid at 488. The second fastest to do it was Mario Lemieux at 363.
Good God.
And the fastest to do it was Wayne Gretzky in 317 games.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen again.
It's a 2.5 point game pace, essentially. What the fuck is that, man? Yeah, that's nuts.
Wayne Gretzky did it in 171 fewer games than McDavid. Now, obviously, everybody that's listed ahead of McDavid played in the 80s and 90s. That is the big difference. Connor's a freak. But yeah, so many of Gretzky's records are fucking untouchable. It's absurd.
But Connor's gonna set a new bar. Like, I can't wait to see like the next generation who idolizes Connor McDavid.
Whew.
How fucking nuts is that gonna be?
Like, as if you didn't feel old enough earlier on the podcast.
I don't. Yeah, like I don't even care. Like just to see what other freakishly good players come out who get to watch Connor McDavid essentially play on easy mode. He needs to. He's in a league higher than the NHL, and he'd still be on the top line in that league.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
Absolutely. What's insane too is like Connor McDavid's played almost 700 games, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's
No,
only
I thought it was
25.
no, it was no, it was 700 points, but
Oh,
400
yeah, he's
something
played almost
games.
500 games, excuse me,
Yeah, yeah.
already.
That's still crazy.
Yeah. That scared me. I'm like, no.
Well, I mean, the fact is, too, like, he's on pace to play over 1,000 games before age 28. Because he debuted so young,
Impressive
obviously.
considering some of the injuries, at least that collarbone thing that went down.
Yeah, in the rookie year injury,
That was scary.
which gave Artemi Panarin the Calder.
Yeah.
That's still weird to think that Artemi Panarin won the Calder.
26-year-old.
The other stat line from McDavid, he now has the 7th most points in NHL history before turning 26. So he has 701 points before age 26, passing Yager, who hit 700. Bobby Orr had 719, or has 719. Now, keep in mind, Connor doesn't turn 26 until January 13th. So he's going
Holy
to pass
shit.
Bobby Orr. He has 701 points after that first game. Brian Trottier has 760. Does Connor McDavid put up 59 points or more before January 13th to pass Brian Trottier?
Honestly,
I think he could.
probably. Like that's what
3
that's
months,
about.
like 3 months
Yeah.
from now, does Connor McDavid have 60 points on the season?
I could see it because then in
Yeah.
another 3 months the season's over. He's gonna get 120 points.
20
Uh-huh.
20
Right?
points a month, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does it. I say he does it.
The top 4, again, most career points by a player before turning 26. Steve Yzerman hit 800 by the time he turned 26. Dale Howardchuk, 848. Mario Lemieux, 885.
Lol.
Wayne Gretzky,
Oh my god, here it comes.
1,459.
What? 400? Oh my god, like 1,000's enough.
1,459. And remember, he didn't fucking start his career in the NHL. He started in the fucking WHA with Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, I love these Connor stats where it's like, this kid's fucking unbelievable. And then you get the juxtaposition with, but here's what Wayne Gretzky did.
Yeah.
And it's just stupid every time.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch him really until the end stages of his career, so I didn't get to enjoy this. But I'm really trying to remember to do my best to watch Connor as much as possible, just because like that's gonna be our guy who we're like, fuck you kids, Connor McDavid, like you don't understand.
Yeah, and I'm obviously too, like we've grown up in the days of getting to see Crosby and Ovechkin in their primes. I got to watch the greatest defensive forward of all time play his entire career as a Boston Bruin, hopefully. This has been a real fucking special era that, we've gotten to watch over the past while now. And yeah, like you kind of mentioned, now we're in this even crazier era potentially of Connor McDavid, the one guy who, I mean, you don't even want to be able to say can rival Wayne Gretzky, but in a sense, yes, just because of how much hockey has evolved. Because as the top comment on Reddit responded to, that Gretzky number is completely absurd. 574 more points than the next guy, and the next guy is Mario Lemieux.
Yeah.
Like, that's never going to be seen again. But you have to put it in perspective for what Connor's doing now, and it's pretty much the closest we're going to see. And if there's someone who does better than that over the next 20, 30 years, Jesus Christ,
Yeah, watch out.
So, absolutely crazy. And there's one other thing related to the Oilers that's absolutely crazy. The concession prices.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, baby.
I thought the Leafs were bad with their stuff and how it's almost like $20 just for a fucking pint. Like, are you kidding me?
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play 6 rounds of The Price is Right. Closest without going over wins the round.
Yeah, but has Endo seen all these? Is he cheating?
No, I haven't seen them. I know the prices are fucking stupid.
So, combo number 1. Chicken tenders, fries, and a draught of beer. Name your price.
chicken tenders, fries, and a draft beer.
Yes.
This is Canadian, by the way. So
It is Canadian.
yeah,
$52,
Endo Mills.
25.
bro.
The winner of round one, Endo Mills.
What?
$30 even.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally thought it'd be. That's not even that expensive then. I thought it was gonna be 15
Give it
bucks for
time.
chicken tenders.
Give it time.
Give it time. Round number 2, combo 2. 2 cheeseburgers, 2 Lay's chips, 2 fountain pops. Endo, you won the last round. Name your price.
How big are the Lay's chips?
Just like the standard little baggie
Oh,
of
small
Lay's chips.
little fucking Halloween size little
Yeah,
snackables.
it looks like
Probably
it, yeah.
like- it's probably like $30.
Sin.
That's kind of what I was gonna go for. I'm gonna say 29 though, and hedge my bets.
Ooh, goes for the $1 rule,
Motherfucker.
but it backfires. Endo wins round 2. $55.
What?
How was that more than
Two
the thing with
drinks?
beer?
And a fucking bag of air? Excuse me?
How was that more than the
$55.
one with the beer? That doesn't make sense.
Liquor prices are stupid in
Canada
Canada.
is not fucking real, dude. Canada's not
Canada's real.
Canada
It's
doesn't
cheaper
exist.
to buy beer than it is to buy soda, apparently in fucking Alberta. Then again, it's second America, so what do you fucking
What the
expect?
hell?
Stupid.
Combo number 3.
I'm
All
done.
beef hot dog and a drought beer.
That ain't all beef.
Endo, you won the last round. Name your price.
You said hot dog and beer?
Yep.
Fucking hell, $40.
God damn it.
Sin.
35.
Well, you both went over,
Of course, yeah.
but we'll give it to, I mean, we could technically give it to Sin. It was $20.75.
Oh,
Well, that's good in
not that
comparison
bad.
to the other ones.
Yeah, that's really good. Like for a hot dog and a beer at a game, that's pretty good.
Get everyone drunk and fat on
I
hot
love
dogs.
how absurd these prices are because there's no consistency.
No, like it doesn't make sense. Like 2
know.
cheeseburgers for $50. Pardon me? And then you get chicken tenders, fries, and a beer for
For
what'd you
30.
say? 30? The
Yep.
fuck?
Combo number 4. 2 popcorn, 2
Who the
fountain
fuck-
pops.
Popcorn.
Who turned owner
popcorn.
mode on franchise mode? This is bullshit.
You know what
2
this reminds
popcorn,
me
2
of?
fountain pop. Endo, you're still ahead. Oh, we'll go to Sin this time. He was closer, but he did go over. Sin, 2 popcorn, 2 fountain pop. Name your price.
Those popcorns are at least $10 a piece. Soda's got to be $5, so I have to go. I'm gonna go 32.
No Mills.
Okay, so the funny part about this is that we don't know the actual amount of everything. So this is like when you go in like math
Oh, yeah, what
class
size of
and you have
popcorn?
like
Damn it.
if
The
soda
popcorn's
is
large. The soda is in like a standard tall glass.
Then I'm changing it to $41.
55. 'Cause I know my popcorn, baby.
Yet again, you're both over. Yet
Fuck.
again, Sin is closest.
God damn it.
2 popcorn, 2 fountain pop, $36.50.
God, I should have stayed with my first answer.
should
over
have.
the question.
You
Close.
should have.
But you said 36, and I said 41. So that's not too far off.
Oh,
Both.
$5.
So the last 2 rounds, you both went over, but Sim was closer. So we could say that we're tied, or we could say Endo's still up 2-0. I'll let the.
Wait, why is he going? Why is he up 2-0? Even like because he was closer. He didn't get the other ones right either. He
Yeah,
was
but it's
closer.
closest without going over. Price is Right rules. You went over on the
Went over. I didn't know how. I don't know how the fucking Price is Right works. You know
Jesus,
why?
you're-
Because I'm not a 50-year-old woman.
You're close.
Go fuck it.
Oh my god. What an asshole.
You can pull off the look, that's all I'm saying.
Fuck. All right. I'll
God.
take my L on that. Fucking prick.
Combo number 5. Home
Singing again.
style cheeseburger
Oh,
and a
home
fountain
style
pop. Home style cheeseburger and a fountain pop. Sin, you go first.
So 2 burgers and chips last time was $50. Home style cheeseburger now with a soda. I gotta go $37.
Endo Mills, your retort.
So you said home-style cheeseburger
and a fountain pop.
and a fountain pop. What did Sin say?
37.
I'm going to go with 35.
It's gonna be.
The winner of round 5 is technically neither of you. You did both go over.
Fucking hell.
Well,
These are
But
so
Endo
inconsistent.
is closer.
They're so inconsistent. What
okay,
the
what do you
fuck
get?
is this?
What's the price? What's the price?
$22.
What the fuck? Why is it 55 for 2?
This makes no sense. It's not
It's
fair.
home style. You're supposed to charge more for that bullshit.
Oh my god, I love it.
What is
Stupid.
happening? I don't
This is the
know.
fucking best.
This is
Is
what
that what
happens when
countries
you don't
come
have
to?
enough capitalism. You don't know how to price shit. You dumb
What do you-
fucks. Be like
What
us
do you
and
think
hate
of
everything.
capitalism? It's just Alberta. They're the most
Kill
like
people for resources,
They're
Canada.
the most conservative
Rookies.
fucking province in the fucking country.
Yeah, which makes them
Stupid.
doesn't make them get mad.
All right, Endo Mills, let's make a note for 110 for a censor.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
Oh my god.
Just put a little bleep there. You'll never know what Sin said. It's fine.
Hold on.
So-
We'll just put this. Stupid. I'm not.
There you go. So technically we have one more round to go. By official Price is Right rules, Endo has already won. But if we're saying whoever was closest, Endo is now up 3-2, so Sin could tie it. Combo number 6.
Wombo combo.
The signature beef sandwich and a drought beer. Endo, you go first. The signature beef sandwich with a drought beer.
So like now we're going back to the drought beer, and I'm just like sitting in math class, like, well, if beer in this combo equals this, so then like this is this, but there's a new variable, so now I'm kind of stuck. I'm like, I don't really know where I should go from there. Fuck. that drought makes it stupid expensive, and that fucking what is it, luxury beef sandwich or whatever the fuck it was.
The signature beef sandwich.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fucking too posh for me. Fucking $30.
That's a
There
good
goes 30.
one.
Sin?
Yeah, I'm gonna go like 27.
The winner of round 6, Endo Mills, because it was $30.50. He was 50 cents
Wow.
off.
Oh, here's your 50 fucking cents. There you fucking go.
So
how much
to
is
recap,
each item?
Huh?
How much is each item?
so that's what I was gonna do. To recap, the cheapest item was combo 3, all beef hot dog drought beer, at $20.75.
Yeah, but I was hoping for like what does each individual thing cost?
It
Like,
doesn't
what's the-
say.
That
This was
sucks,
only
yeah.
a picture of the combos. I know.
Because I just want to know what the beer costs, like, and then
You could
does it
probably figure it out. But yeah, so the hot dog was the cheapest. Then the home style cheeseburger with fountain pop. Then the chicken tenders with fries and beer. The signature beef sandwich with beer. The 2 popcorn, 2 fountain pop as the second most expensive.
That's crazy.
And the most expensive, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 chips, 2 pops.
How do you get away with charging that much for popcorn, man? I bought a big ass thing for $8. I've made so many big ass bowls of popcorn. That's criminal.
Yeah.
God, this is one of my favorite things we've ever done on this show.
I
Just to
hate
watch
Ken
Sin's
Merrick.
mind contort to like, what the fuck is this inconsistency with these prices?
Yeah, it didn't
Socialism,
make sense.
all right?
No, that make everything work good.
Yeah. We want it to work good, but it's the damn Albertans who don't want to. Maybe this will get in their heads that socialism might be the way to go. You know, my popcorn prices. It pissed me off. I'm the popcorn fiend.
You just need a nice little bit
So-
of socialism with your capitalism.
I will
Yeah.
say, Endo might have had a slight advantage with the prices being Canadian. I will admit to that.
Oh!
Endo had home field advantage.
I'm thinking American
Yeah.
this whole time.
Endo
too.
did say keep Canadian
Oh,
price in
shit.
mind. So
So like
combo
inflate
one,
your dollar like point
Yeah,
five.
I don't listen
I-
to Endo.
so
Just kidding.
combo 1 with the tenders, the
You
fries,
never let
and
me
the
fucking
beer.
speak. That's why. God damn it. My wavelength is the shortest on this fucking podcast because you guys always fucking talk over me.
I always keep an Endo with me to, blend the genius waves.
So combo number 1 was the Tenders Fries beer, $21.73 American. Combo 2 with the 2 burgers, 2 chips, 2 sodas, $39.84 American.
That's not bad
Combo
for
3,
a
hot
game.
dog and beer, $15.03.
It's pretty good. For a
Combo
sports
4,
game.
2 popcorns, 2 pops, $26.44.
That's a ripoff.
That's movie theater shit.
Combo
Actually-
5, the home style burger and fountain pop, $15.94. And combo 6, the beef sandwich and drought beer was $22.09.
Like 1504 for a burger and stuff, man. Like I go get it. I bet the food quality is shit, but I could go to a burger bar and spend more on a burger and a drink than that. Like,
Yeah.
But those are
So-
great burgers.
Now that you know the prices in American, it doesn't seem as bad, but at the same
No.
time, you trying to base it off of Canadian made for great entertainment for me at the very
But
least.
also, I'm just trying to figure out the items being priced because it made no sense. Why one like certain
Like
things
why
were
popcorn's
more
more expensive than all but one other item?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is I don't know,
Hilarious.
it's Canada, baby.
bizarre. How bizarre.
Thank you to the how bizarre. How
Yeah,
bizarre.
bizarre.
So thank you to the Oilers for that. That would have been a perfect way to end the show. Do want to talk about quickly what happened on Thursday. The Penguins absolutely schmacked the Coyotes 6-2. Although noted Leafs and Bruins legend Nick Ritchie did score 2 for the Coyotes. The
Excuse
Pens
me.
had 6 different goal scorers.
His name is Thick Richie.
Ah, yes. Smile like the sun.
Mm.
The Philadelphia Flyers beat the New Jersey Devils 5-2.
Yes, they did.
2 goals from Frost and Konechny each.
Heart baby, let's go.
The John
Good year.
Tortorella effect. Buffalo beat Ottawa 4-1. JJ Peterka gets his first NHL goal. Victor Olofsson scored 2, so a good start for Buffalo.
Yeah, we say that every year.
Yep, we do. We really do.
And then
Holy
midway through the
shit.
season, fucking trash, trade everyone.
Fucking Jack Eichel doesn't want to play for the team because they didn't want to let him get surgery. He's fucking trash. Oh, the Florida Panthers beat the Islanders 3-1. Nothing crazy to say there. Just goddamn it to the Islanders. Noted division winners, the New York Islanders. Just wait, they'll turn it around. The Leafs beat the Caps 3-2. Most notable thing about the game was that The Rock was there. That's about it. The Rangers beat the Wild 7-3.
Whew.
Only high spot for the Wild. Matt Boldy scored 2, but the Rangers had 6 different goal scorers. Kreider had 2 in that game. And then the stat line came out a couple days ago about Igor Shesterkin, comparing him directly to Henrik Lundqvist through their first 100 games as a Ranger. Lundqvist's record, 54-30-12. Shesterkin's, 62-29-7. Hank's goals against average, a 243. Shesterkin's a 231. 915 save percentage for Hank, a 928 for Igor. 4 shutouts for Lundqvist, 8 for Shesterkin. Now, my takeaway isn't what goalie is better. My takeaway is the fact that they went from one goalie to another.
Yeah.
Fucking win a cup. What the fuck's the matter with you?
Feast or famine, man. Like I just need a goalie in my life. And these guys have had 2
Jesus.
franchise goaltenders. Squandered one of them completely. If they
Mhm.
fuck this up with Shesterkin, like, come on, man. How do you even do that as a franchise?
Damn good question. Damn good question.
Joe.
The Dallas Stars beat the Nashville Predators 4-1. Mason Marchment with 2 goals. I was concerned about that contract. He's off to a great start. You're welcome, Stars fans, for the reverse jinx. And Wyatt Johnston, who was a first-round pick 2 years ago, I believe, scored his first NHL goal.
Yeah.
Robertson didn't get one. Fuck, man. I don't know. About
Dude, if
that
Jason
contract.
Robertson doesn't score, it's shocking. Like, I expect him to score every game. He's the best. Beautiful. Calgary beat Colorado 5-3. 5 different goal scorers for the Flames. For the Avs,
Jesus.
Nichushkin scored his 3rd. Do have a stat about Cale Makar. He now has... Well, actually, it was actually for last season, but dude, last season alone. So, like, where's the hype level for Makar? Because last year, Stanley Cup, Conn Smythe, Norris, and the 4th highest point total by a defenseman in postseason history. Like, we talked about Crosby, we talked about Ovi, we talked about McDavid. Kale fucking Makar is
He
in that
plays in
conversation
Colorado.
as like the era.
Yeah, but he plays in Colorado, so he's always going to be second mention.
You're not wrong.
Like, and he's a defenseman. That be like the reason Erik Karlsson had so much because he was in Canada, like, and he was my fuck guy, offensive defenseman. Kale Makar is better than anyone who has laced up skates on the blue line in so fucking long.
It's Ray Bork.
Yeah, sorry. I'm have to say way before him too. But yeah, he's literally possibly generational defenseman. If you want to separate, I know, I'm not trying to throw around generational. I hate when people throw around that tag often, especially when they apply it to like player types. Fuck off with that. But if we're gonna
generational grinder.
Yeah, if they separate it into forward and defenseman, he's absolutely a generational defenseman. He's a franchise player at minimum. He is god tier.
You'll have no disagreement from me on that at all.
Again, he should be talked about more. And it only seems like he really gets the hype when he does something spectacular, and then people kind of stop talking about him for a minute. And again, I think that's the Colorado effect.
I would say you're right. No disagreement at all. We already talked about the Golden Knights beating Chicago, and then the Kraken beat the Kings 4-1. 4 different goal scorers for Seattle, and that is it for the past couple of days in hockey. The biggest takeaway from this show, Sin's new grudge against Canadian prices.
I just have a grudge against Canadian. Not even pluralized, just Canadian.
Endo, you got a response to that, bud?
I keep catching strays. What the fuck?
You're in the great book of grudges right now. I hope you know that.
Last night, and it's like tonight, and it's
bringing an entire throng of Dolly to fuck you up.
God, I just came here to have a good time today. I'm getting so attacked right now.
Catching strays. I don't even know what nerdy reference he's making. It's it's a terrible time.
He's catching strays from a unit of 20 Thunderers with shields and full command. Suck it.
This just feels like a fucking galactic gangbang right now happening to me. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, man, we got a lot of potential episode titles.
Galactic gangbang is.
We got Galactic gangbang.
That's a Rick and Morty episode. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
so I don't know.
Jeez, Rick. I don't want to get that thing in my butthole. It hurts worse than
Morty, Morty, you gotta put it in your butt. I'm gonna shove it in there, Morty. Morty.
Like, comment, subscribe. How bizarre. Generational grinder. Galactic gangbang. What should be the episode title? Let us know if we chose the wrong one.
We probably did. We're full of gems.
God, fellas, this was a good one. I had fun today. Endo, what do you have going on here as we wind down the show? Aside from getting bullied and eating popcorn.
Popcorn's poking mechanism. Cope mechanism. I'm gonna go die on NHL 23 because we know how much of a fun that game that is. Probably gonna go live after I edit this podcast, and once it's up, I'm gonna stream via Pro because there's no improvements on there. God help my soul. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do and cry.
I made 2 episodes, started simming to the draft, and realized, oh my god, it's not reminding me to train. I have auto-trained the entire offseason. I got real mad. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah, I don't know why they took that out of the game. It's fucking stupid.
Fucking maniacs. Anyway, I'm on YouTube too. Yeah. Not playing much Be a Pro. I am playing franchise mode. And after this, I'm going to actually go play Skyrim. That won't be uploaded, though. Fuck you all.
Scrim. Sweet, beautiful Scrim. Yeah, you can catch both of these guys with me. Twitch.tv/Tougie24 playing Ishul because franchise mode's in a real rough spot. The rosters are in a real rough spot. Yeah, damn, it's been
Samsonov noted 85 overall.
Fucking hell.
Hey, he kicks ass for me in my franchise, man. He just won the fucking Vezina. Let's go.
Son of a bitch doesn't even know who The Rock is, but here we are. Yeah, it's great.
I do not
Um,
smell what is cooking.
God damn it. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing this year for NHL. I'm desperate enough that I'm playing Isha with the buds, with the boys. We're memeing. We're having a good time. Kind of.
Having a
I
good
hope
time.
Yeah, it goes back and forth.
it does.
Like
If you
Tougie
want
and
to listen to
Architect.
Endo Mills get ripped on by a mad Buffalonian, twitch.tv/Tougie24. We
Maybe if
hope
you
to
go,
see you there.
maybe if you bring back the fucking McRib, he won't be so mad at me anymore.
True. With that,
God.
everybody, we will see you on Monday. The schedule for the foreseeable future every Monday and Thursday. We hope to see you then. Enjoy the weekend of hockey. Enjoy the weekend of Endo Mills getting dunked on my stream. It's with love. It's with love, like a galactic gangbang. It's with love.
It's what it feels like.